Welcome to the ASUS ROG DreamLeague. It is Season 6 and we're back for Day 2 here for 2 Dota 2 series. That means we have 4 games coming your way. We are going to start off with Vega taking on Escape Gaming, and Vega's going to play the other series as well, where they will face Virtus.pro. And of course, I have the utmost pleasure to introduce to you 3 lovely people. And let me start off by David Goz. Parker, how are you today, David?
Doing well. Step 1 to becoming more like Andy. Wear more American clothes today.
Wow.
Tomorrow I'm going to be bald.
Okay.
Maybe
You
not
actually
tomorrow.
I actually have seen you bald in Sweden before, so.
Yeah. It's not a good decision in winter. Not a good decision.
At least it gives you a good excuse to wear hats.
Yeah.
Be more fashionable. That could be something. How are you doing today, OD Pixel?
I'm good. Looking forward to another day. Day 1 was pretty eventful. You know, we had games that were a little bit weird. I'm hoping for kind of better games today. I don't think yesterday's games were the best.
But they were.
Oh, nah.
Jesus.
They were average, to say the least. I mean, we expect high-quality Dota here at DreamLeague, and we didn't quite get it yesterday.
Jake, yesterday, we dubbed Yapsor
Yappy Hot 4.
We did.
Yeah.
And it stuck. And yesterday, it stuck.
Wait, who's it sticky with?
He's making fun of
It
us.
stuck with Yapsor.
No, he doesn't
Wait,
care.
wow.
Yeah,
It's not, I don't know what, it's not, where do you guys come up with this name?
it was just a cool name.
It sounds
that
like
we
a porn star tag.
Yappy Hot 4?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know what kind of porn you're watching,
Yeah,
but
that's some weird ass. Jesus, you into that yip shit, aren't you? Anyway.
My point was, because he says
so what
yesterday's Dota wasn't amazing. We saw Yappy Hot 4 do great.
Yeah, I thought it was
probably-
amazing.
I think that was the highlight. Escape
If you were a
Escape
Liquid
Game
fan.
was the highlight.
Yeah.
I thought actually No
There
One's
we
Murano was the highlight.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but that was just, I think Liquid having a tough day, you know what I mean? I don't think that was, I think VP obviously played better in the second series than they did in the first series, but I think that was also down to the fact that Liquid just seemed a little bit of a shambles yesterday. But you know, first kind of, well, official game with the current roster, so we just got to wait and see what more they've got.
We had our first
sleeve.
official game with our official roster today as well.
Oh,
we did, yeah.
Pubs.
That's right.
We went for a 5-stack with us 4 and also our guest of the week, Ben.
Yeah.
Ben who?
No, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. That's a stalemate, mate. It's over.
He's just no sense of humor there.
Well, yeah, I do. You can't. It's a one-day kind of thing. Memes got a very
It's a
small.
1 week kind of thing.
No.
Okay, you say memes got a small window?
Yes.
Okay, have
memes
you told,
are like a
have
wildfire.
you told Reddit that? Because
Yes.
I don't think they have gotten that
Okay,
yet.
let's take Harambe, for example,
Yeah,
right?
that's
All right.
right.
All right.
Now, a meme begins
God
and
bless
it
him.
spreads like wildfire through a forest.
Yes.
Now, eventually, that
Just,
fire will eat itself out. I mean, it will destroy itself, right?
Yeah.
But if you put fire back on it, if you put a piece of wood and say, stop making memes about it, then that fire is going to erupt again. You gotta let it take its course, you know? Chill out. Let it go. Nobody wants a stale May. Ben Who is we're over it. That's a stale, that was yesterday.
I still like it.
Don't be that person.
As long as it still makes me smile, isn't it still a good thing?
No, don't be that person that's posting Dat Boy on the forums.
What
all
is
right?
Dat Boy?
Dat Boy's gone. He's
I've never
married.
even heard of Dat Boy.
Sell
That must
on
have been
Dat
before
Boy.
my
Who's
time.
that?
What is Dat Boy? What is it?
Is it
Help
something
me,
American?
You don't know.
No,
Help me,
no,
someone.
Oh, is it an NA meme?
I'm too old for
No.
Oh, it's an NA meme.
Dat
this.
Boy
We don't
was.
have any of those
He
memes
was
here
hot.
at DreamLeague.
Listen.
No.
You guys' meme stock must be going through. I mean, I buy them, I sell
What
them,
is
I
Dat
move
Boy?
it quick.
What, is it like a picture or something?
He's a frog who's on a unicycle, and he's
Never
shit,
seen.
what
Oh,
up?
I've seen pictures of the frog on
Oh,
the
maybe.
unicycle. I didn't know
Yeah,
what that
yeah.
was.
You guys need to work on your portfolios. Holy shit! If you need a financial advice there, let me know.
I've seen a fish on a unicycle.
Oh, dude, that's who's that?
I don't know. It was in Dublin somewhere.
Oh,
Fish.
there we
A
go.
fish
Irish
on a-
memes. This
Help me,
is-
guys. No, the Irish meme
yeah.
economy is in the tanker, dude. You can't buy Irish memes. Have you seen Shado Mad lately? He's got no money. He wasted all of his meme on hamburger memes.
Hamburger
They're gone.
memes.
Yeah, it's a bad industry, dude. All right, anyway.
So Dave, we lost Merlini today.
Yep.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
It was not our best moment. We
No.
found him for the pub games and we lost him afterwards. He got stranded in Stockholm. I don't know how he ended up at the studio.
Yeah.
Me
made
neither,
it.
actually. I was quite surprised. We have actually lost Asians before in Sweden.
What's an ongoing trend?
It is
We
an
lost
ongoing-
Lim.
We lost
Lumi
Lumi.
found his way here as well. Yeah. That was a bit more awkward when we lost Lumi.
We had this awkward moment when we were at
Yeah.
the bus stop. Where it was like, do we get on this bus? Do we wait for him? And
Yeah, we made a conscious
you guys
decision.
are asking like you're looking at me like I know I'm like I'm the new person here. I don't know whether we wait or go.
That's always a good time when the group says, "Oh, fuck him."
We always knew he was going to get it.
Yeah.
We weren't leaving him. We knew he'd find
Probably.
his way.
Probably.
It would have been more insulting if we had waited for him.
David
because that would
said
meant
he
we
would
didn't
find
trust
his
him to
way.
get it.
Yeah.
You said
I
if
knew Ben's a
anybody
smart
can
guy,
find his way
yeah.
back,
Yeah, of course
it's
Ben was going to.
Martini.
Ben was always going to be
Yeah.
fine.
And he did.
He's
Yeah.
resourceful.
He was only like 15 minutes after. I was actually quite impressed. I will tell you that hereby. I'm quite impressed. Hi. Quite impressed.
There he
There
is.
you go. There he is.
He's made it.
He's made it. Today, in terms of Dota news, we also had some True Sight announcement.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. What do you think about it? What do
New
you think?
documentary.
New documentary.
Or-
So we've seen Valve documentaries before. Normally they play it at TI, or maybe they do it for that. We saw them done for them in the major as well, but they play them at the major.
They do a documentary of
Well,
Major.
I think they're more focused
Some
on
interviews at the players.
Yeah.
there.
Oh,
With the
yeah. I
players
was like the
there.
little...
This looks to be more
the
focused on
players.
teams, less
Yeah.
so the
Yeah.
players, which is, I think,
Huh.
I don't know. I mean, it's just a different approach. Learn more about how the team works and what the dynamics like. I mean, even just a little clip with Sumail and Crit in the car talking about best singers. Like that was.
Oh,
there's lots
is that
of
what it's
stuff.
about? I didn't buy a battle pass, so I don't know.
Well, you need to buy a battle
I'm not
pass.
gonna support that garbage.
Wow. What?
Sorry.
Well, we won't see
I
you
don't
at the
buy
next
shit
major.
until I'm invited. All right, I don't support people that don't invite me. But
Fair
So
enough.
I
if
thought it
Valve
was-
want your $8,
They've got to
yeah,
invite you.
bring you to the Boston major.
sorry.
Okay.
But I thought it was a pornography. The only thing I've seen in that is Arteezy in his underwear. I haven't seen anything else. From
Actually, he is in his underwear in that. Yeah.
that. It's hot. That's all they need to do to sell more compendiums. Just have that as the thumbnail.
Yeah, and it's only for compendium
I'd buy 3 of them.
owners. So
Next
Why
thing you know, you're gonna be
three?
telling him to change his name to Arteezy Hot One. So.
Oh yeah, baby. Dude, that compendium would sell so well if it was just a collection of like Dota personalities in their underwear, and that's all the compendium. You just flip it,
Just make a calendar of
Yeah.
Dota's best bods.
sell it
There
in
we go.
game, dude. You want a quick mill? I had a great idea for a compendium one time. It's called the Conpendium. You open it up and there's just
nothing.
nothing in there. It costs like $30.
All right.
It'd be sick.
and you say people that it's just a typo, but it ends up not being a typo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just the Conpendium,
works.
dude. $50 comes with a free Arcana. You open
It
it
was
up. and-
$30 2 minutes ago. This is a
Well,
con. What's going on here?
Now the DreamLeague audience knows we gotta up the price. Anyway,
DreamLeague offers everything for free.
well,
As
Yeah,
in,
you
if
watch in
you
game.
want to watch in game, ticket is free. As in, you
Whoa.
can just watch the games whenever you want to, however you want to, in game, if you want to.
how generous.
And we actually have casters in game as well.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Not something that most tournaments manage to do.
Well, we did have
that was it.
Yeah.
Weird. BTS is normally
started
good
a
at
bit
that.
rocky
BTS
with
are
that.
great at that. Thanks, LD. I'll take the $5 as well from you, as well as Monster and ASUS ROG, which it is their Dream League, of course.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Ticking off the boxes here.
Damn, who else can we sell out to? We're on a roll here.
Well, I mentioned Monster.
Yeah, we already did it.
But now you mentioned it again,
Wait,
extra
what was
$5. There you go.
Monster, ASUS. Yeah, no,
yeah,
we covered
that's
them
it.
all.
Shit.
Yeah, we covered
Yeah.
them all.
By the way, for people that are interested in checking out ASUS ROG gear, take a look at what's red in front there.
Oh,
Look
That is
at
a portable gaming PC.
They
Whoa,
actually
that's what I'm
managed to
talking
produce
about.
the entirety of the Shanghai Major on one of those.
wow. That is not something they should tell people.
No.
That was not at the Shanghai Major. It had nothing to do with it. All right. If it was, it would have been
It
great.
has a GTX 1060 in there that you can also find in a PC, so same size,
Whoa.
and a full voltage i7.
Wow, that's a lot of voltage. Full voltage?
Full voltage.
Holy shit.
None of this half voltage.
If you are
rubbish.
interested, it is the
Full voltage.
GL702VM,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
ROG Strix. So make sure to check that out.
There we go.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how much they're paying me for this, but I'd take the laptop instead.
Yes,
It looks good.
it
That
actually.
looks
Yeah,
good.
I already asked if we could have. Not gonna lie.
Maybe you are.
For research purposes,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I gotta promote it proper. You know, I gotta know what it can do.
Yeah.
Thank you, Aces.
Thank
you, Aces.
Great.
We're taking the
Thanks for giving us free ones. You guys are great. We'll show them to you at the end of the broadcast today. So, Dota, what do we got here?
Okay, so yesterday we had some amazing games. Amazing games.
Amazing games.
There
Some
you
of
go.
them.
Life-changing
Some of them were
games.
good.
To prove that they were amazing we have the recap of yesterday's games in case you missed them. Here we go.
We saw, obviously, recently the dieback from no one, and now the fact that Ramses had to expend the buyback. It's going to make it a lot harder for them to keep as relevant as Croy for this game. The Doom will be dropped on Terra, coming in with the burst strike. They need to find the kills here, but the boat flying through the 3-man turret. Beautiful setup from Yapzor. The Graves themselves is trying to get themselves away, Ramses, but he's going to be X back. This is almost certainly going to be a dieback from the aim, and they're just going to call it even before Ramses goes down.
VP not going to go chasing into what could be a bad fight, although Void is still searching around. They take racks and defend their own. And Liquid are trying to make a ballsy play. They're sticking around, trying to get a catch here.
Ramses, line control, jumps in with the silence, that's the 2. Dreamcross trying to hit Noah, but the Chrono comes through from Ramses. He's caught 3, paralyzing casket, therefore comes out from Solo. They've ripped through 2, they'll take Bulba as well. 3 down on Liquid. It's going to be a 4.
That's almost just game right there. I guess Liquid going to try and play it out, defend.
Looking for the setup, Matuma trying to find something, but Bulba being controlled at the back. Miracle zaps forward, Solo hits the Hex. With the controls, no one jumps in with a finger as well. Matuma falling low, the boat comes crashing in. Matuma out. Kuroki to fall as well. Neither hero is with buyback. Mind control being played around with the tree line. There's 4 dead, 5 dead on Liquid as Ramses just clears up the backliners. GG well played is called, and Virtus Pro, they'll take the series against Liquid 2-0.
I told you so.
Yeah.
Amazing games.
They were great.
Yeah, it was great. No, there was. I did. You know, when you mentioned it, I think it was good to see Escape Gaming kind of start off like that.
Yeah.
Because, you know, this is a team that last league when we had them in, it was kind of probably one of Sins and the boys' first kind of major things that they were involved in.
And it was the
they proved
tournament that
themselves
helped them
at that.
grow.
They made their way to land there, and now obviously coming back here in another season and starting off like that. It's pretty good against VP.
They've gone to TI. They're one of the few teams who didn't change their roster post TI.
Right.
TI, other than what? Wings Gaming.
right.
Everyone changed. Wings Gaming and Navi. Everyone's like changing their rosters. They're like, we're going to stick together.
Yeah.
The team we finished last place, well, bottom 4, like with 3 other teams last place, but they're like, nope, we have more potential. We can do better.
And they are already at the top. We can see that is proven in the standings. And I really hope that they are in the top rather than... Oh, they should be, because Virtus Pro ended up losing to as well. Oh, no!
Yeah, eat it!
No!
Woo!
No! Escape Gaming no longer at the
Get
top.
wrecked, you noobs.
Oh my god.
There's my boys, VP. VP was so impressive. I really, you know, call me a hater, but I didn't think that they were going to do that great. And then he destroyed Liquid.
No, I don't. Well, after
They destroyed
that
them.
first series, I don't think you could have asked anyone, and anyone would have gone, "Yeah, VP are going to 2-0 Liquid."
You think
No
so?
one would have thought that would have happened.
Oh, I know, but they
'Cause
impressed.
no one.
There's that one guy out
everyone had
there
a
who's
fight
like
for-
writing his tweet right now, like, you idiot, Owen. I put
believe-
4 comments on VP. I knew they were going to win. Come on now.
I mean, I like a team that surprises me. VP certainly surprised me, and I thought that they played amazingly. And they knew they were going to do it. Did you see that tweet before?
Yeah, Lil, didn't
Yeah.
he? Was it? Yeah, someone asked how do you beat
Bulldog's
2 9Ks?
like, how
He
you
was
beat
like,
2 9Ks?
"You'll find out tomorrow."
And then there
we
you go.
did.
Homie
He
showed
did it.
up. That's hot.
really
FNG
good.
even kind of called him out, like
Yes.
right before their match. They got 0-2.
After the first series.
Then FNG called him out, like, time to show, like, quoting his tweet. Then he did.
Damn.
That was all
He
the
did.
fire they needed. It's like,
That was
okay,
it.
we got this, guys. We got to fight for this. And they
That
did
was
it.
good. It was good.
Bulldog just needs to tweet at all of our teams something condescending, and they'll win.
But then you have the unstoppable force and the unmovable object. If both are supposed to win, what's going to happen?
They become one.
Well,
Isn't that the solve the riddle?
No.
Isn't that what? Yeah.
What?
No.
If an
is that?
unstoppable force meets an unmovable object, they become one.
No.
Yes. What
Well,
else?
they would because they would be
Right.
constantly
because
stuck
they
together.
can't pull apart.
They would be like
With their powers combined.
technically they
No,
would be.
because then one is unstoppable
Yeah.
and
the
one is
other is
unmovable.
unmovable.
It's just it's something that is. No, because if they're both together, that
Yes.
means that one is already stopped, and meaning that it's no longer
Well,
unstoppable. And the
no.
other one is already
So
moved.
they're becoming one,
and
which
then
is
there's
neither
already
of what they
no longer
became.
unmovable.
Right. They become something
It's a
new,
new being.
Sheever.
No, I just think that it's just not. It's not. No, it's a riddle that there's no solution. There's
There
no
is.
such thing.
That is the
Well, that's the
solution.
thing. There's no such thing. There's nothing that
Exactly.
is an unstoppable force, and there's nothing
There's
that's an
not-
immovable object.
And
Maybe there
either-
is.
Well,
I mean, maybe
one of
there
the
is.
two. One of the two can exist,
Think
but they
about
can't
this.
exist. at the same time.
You know what's an unstoppable force and an unmovable object?
What is?
Love. And when
love?
two people fall in love,
That's but that's
they're
not
the
a
same.
physical
They're together.
entity, is it?
Think about it this way. When you hold something, you've never held anything in your life, Sheever. All you feel is the pressure of the atoms from your hand pushing against the atoms from something else. You're not holding that. If you were holding it, it would become part of your hand. It's repelling each other.
It's not a part of my hand.
That it's not part of your hand. You're not holding it. But these two imaginary objects, they would become one. Much like no one last night as Mirana, unstoppable force. And will we see that again today? Boy.
Well,
Don't ruin my flawless transition.
if he would be unstoppable, then we would see that until the end of time. Because he would see it all the time. And he would win with it all the time because he wouldn't be stoppable.
You are really making this difficult on me. I'm going to get you. You will pay for this, for ruining my flawless transition. Today, your reckoning will come, Sheep.
Okay, I'll remember. Can't wait, guys. Can't wait.
All right.
Okay,
My
so
money's on Shiva Slacks.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have your back on
Me
this
too.
okay, so we've seen what happened yesterday, but we're more interested in what's going to happen today.
Ooh.
And to find out what is going to happen today, we need to get rid of 2 people and get someone else entirely on the chair. So let's get our guest for the week in, and let's say bye-bye to our commentators. We're going to prepare for the first game.
Bye. Remove your...
Welcome back, Ben. Unstoppable force, unmovable object. Tell me.
I was more impressed with his thing, but I was like, wow, Slacks actually knows some science.
I mean, yeah, dude. You know who else knows some science? Damn it.
What was your favorite subject in high school? Jeez.
My favorite subject
Yeah.
in school? It was psychology, of course.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Didn't you get your undergrad in that too?
I did. People say, you know, they make fun of me. They say I don't use my psych degree, and I tell them I play
You
video
definitely
games
do.
for
Oh,
a
you
living.
do.
That is
You
use
definitely
of
do.
my psych degree, you noobs. But anyway, yeah.
With powers.
What were you
Game
guys studying
powers.
before you did video game stuff?
I studied commercial economics.
Oh, that's fancy.
I got the degree too.
Biomedical engineering.
Okay, so Dota.
You asked.
Why didn't you get a job in biomedical engineering?
You usually need a master's degree. It's
okay.
usually just research or laboratory jobs.
Interesting.
Not very fun? Or did you like it and you just like video games more?
I like video games more, and I wasn't ready to commit to more school at the time.
So in a biomedical sense, can you give us your rundown of Team Vega? Are they more like a virus?
Your transition, the earlier one was way better. This one
no.
was so-so.
I like to think of Team Vega as a, you know, a retrograde virus. You know, they go in there. You don't know that it's going to be surprising. You don't know that they're going to come at you. You know, you think, but they've been in there for so long. All of a sudden, boom! They come out, dude. They infect the whole system. They tear it apart. You know what I'm saying?
That's more like Virtus Pro.
Screw you, Ben. That was flawless. Anyway, let's talk about Vega Squadron, huh? What do we got here? FN, Iceberg, Mag, FNG, and Seema, the Slayer.
So Vega's actually been doing quite okay over the last few weeks. They've played in a
Quite
couple
okay.
of the,
Don't compliment them too much. Quite okay, these guys.
They've
Watch
lost
out.
one series, but they won most of them.
This is DreamLeague we're talking about, Slacks.
What?
We hold the bar very, very,
Very
high.
high.
Yes.
Quite okay.
But they did quite okay against teams that are, like, if you're talking about a gatekeeper team, they basically beat teams below the gate, under the gate, outside the gate.
I mean, that's
quite
that's
okay.
quite okay. It's not great.
So I think for Vega, this is their chance to prove, you know, they can't just beat the tier 2, tier 3 teams. No,
Yeah.
they can also just be well and stable and just do well in DreamLeague and beat tier 1 teams.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to admit, I mean, these players have done a lot of amazing stuff before. FNG is certainly not somebody that you laugh at, or Seema. They have their moments of spectacular brilliance.
Real
And,
talk.
Real talk.
FNG cut his hair. Thoughts?
We were doing. You can't just say real talk. We were having real talk, and then you tuck away. That's hey, whatever. Then
Unreal talk.
Unreal
Girl talk.
Girl
time.
talk.
It's real, guys.
Evan G did cut his hair.
See?
You know, some.
What if his strength was in his hair?
It's true. Some societies believe that the longer your hair is, the less intelligent you are. North Korean society, they actually make you have haircuts.
What about the women?
Yes, them too. All right?
Maybe it's a sign of power.
It's all bobs
cutting his hair.
out there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
It's
sign
like
of power.
Andrew or Ziori.
Ziori did cut. Look at that beautiful hair. He's back, dude. That's a dude. But, yeah.
I mean, it's a good haircut, though.
It is a good
I
haircut.
like it.
That is fancy. Don't cut it while you have it. Take it from me, FN. Let it grow.
You're only saying that because you have a bald spot.
I know. It's going away quick, so
The bald
keep it
spots?
long.
Congratulations.
No, that's only getting bigger. But anyway, so any thoughts about Vega? What do you think about that team? Anything?
F&G has yet to like find a real stable place, I would say, after VP. Like, it doesn't seem like he's had really great results after that. I don't know exactly what happened in between him and VP.
Yeah.
Because the CIS scene is always in some sort of disarray.
Yeah.
But now they have Iceberg, who had some success along with Ramses. And who do you actually think was better in between the two, Ramses and Iceberg? 'Cause
So I thought that Iceberg was slightly a one-trick pony in terms of mid, in terms of he played an amazing Invoker, great, and the rest he was okay-ish on. And I
Okay.
think Ramses is more versatile in terms of carry. I mean, we saw him yesterday as well. I think he's solid.
I like Ramses too. I feel like he is a better player personally. I don't know too much, but I do know that Ramses, you can't keep him down, huh? With a Pharaoh reference, but you know, you'll get it.
No, I don't get it.
Read a book. Anyway, there he is. There's Iceberg. Great guy.
But Invoker is like 70% win rate on Invoker.
Jesus.
So, you know, he plays a really good Invoker. Other than that, 0% win rate on a Timbersaw, that's not great.
That's that's actually just a cruel stat to have up.
And it's
Dream.
his most played hero.
Oh no. I don't think that's accurate, is it? That'd be hard.
0-5.
Oh.
Unfortunately accurate.
Well, you know what? You always got to practice. So practice makes perfect. Not in that case. That's the opposite of perfect.
Yeah.
but it's practice.
It is practice.
Okay, so they're going up against Escape Gaming, who we already saw yesterday.
Yep.
And yesterday they were up against Virtus Pro, who, compared to Vega, would you say Virtus Pro is the tougher team to beat or the easier team to beat? If you
Unknown.
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 They must prove themselves here at DreamLeague.
Yeah, there's a lot of just unknown factors. This first week,
Yeah.
we haven't seen many of these teams play. Everyone thought Liquid was going to be great. They turned out not to be so hot on the first day, but I'm sure that they can bring it back.
Yeah.
And Virtus Pro, even after the first series, were like,
Yeah.
you know,
What?
we grimaced. They were like okay versus Escape. They weren't amazing, but they had their moments where like, wow, these guys, you know, they've been playing together for a while, but
Yeah.
their chemistry didn't really seem that great. And then Series 2, they just came back to be amazing. And Dota's just one of those games where sometimes you have your series where you're just on fire, where you're in sync, where everyone's in the zone, and sometimes you're just, I don't know what's going on, and people just feed randomly.
That is true. Well, all I know is that Escape is 2-0, and I'm excited to see if they can go 4-0 today, man. I mean, that's some big money, right? You get $1,000 for every game
Yeah.
that you
Oh,
win.
1,000 euros.
I actually have to, no, I have to correct myself.
What?
I saw the tweet from DreamHack, and it was $1,000.
Oh, $1,000. Oh, wow.
Sorry, guys.
Get wrecked, dummies. $1,000. That's a lot
Dollars are better than euros anyways.
That is true. They might not be as strong as the euro,
How
but
is
they're
that even?
better.
they're better.
How is that even a thing?
We got more handsome presidents.
We're trying to make the players happier.
Wow.
Yeah.
Achiever.
Take it easy, dude.
Well, at least that's a quality that they can have. The rest is kind of like last week. But let's not talk politics. right?
Okay.
Okay. So Escape Gaming.
Yeah.
We're back. So Kezu did really good yesterday. I think wasn't really one of the standout players. Obviously, Yepster was maybe a little bit standout. But what do you look forward to seeing from Escape? Maybe.
Who,
from
me?
Kezu.
You looking
Yeah.
at me? Why are you asking
I
me?
think both. What?
Oh, okay, cool.
You came up with Yappy Hot 4. Can you also not have a Kazu Hot 3? What does Kazu
No.
need to do to get him a nickname like that? Huh?
I mean, Kezu's cold, man. He's an ice cold killer. I mean, he shows up. He doesn't stand out, you know? He's the shot in the dark. You don't never see Kezu coming, but when he come, bro, he come hard.
Ben,
Anyway.
please save me.
Yeah.
I would think that Yapster needs to kind of be the be the support player that JRX was to old Liquid and Crit was to old OG. I think he needs to be the player that they have to ban out and they have to respect in the first 10 minutes of the game. And then once you have that kind of player, then your team like transcends to the next level where it's like, oh God, we can't actually ban out well versus these teams. We like versus the old OG and the Liquid is like, oh, we don't want to give them Elder Titan, we don't want to give them Earth Spirit. If they get any one of those, it's like a really difficult game. It's probably like 30% chance to win. That's like really bad to start off with in the draft. And I think like Yapster was kind of getting close to that. It's like, okay, this Kumgo was really good yesterday and he plays a lot. Like his support Mirana is also really, really good. And there's a couple other heroes that I think he just plays really well. Earthshaker, Earth Spirit, and then once he like solidifies that and I don't really think he makes that many mistakes, but once his like team knows how to capitalize on that, then they can have like the upper hand in every single draft and be awesome.
Yeah, that's a actually super interesting point to have a player that people have to draft around. I mean, it can lead to a lot of success. I remember at TI, Owie, I mean, basically everyone's entire draft was stop Owie, and then it gave EG everything that they needed. So if Escape Gaming could get that out of Yap, we could be seeing a tier 1 team, my friends. Could be pretty damn good.
So today actually, Jake, you saw the true power of the Centaur in the game we played earlier.
Yeah.
The true power.
And if there's anybody that we know is known for playing Centaur, it is Mag from Vega Squadron.
That is true. You guys told me that earlier.
Yeah.
He's an old school Centaur player. This is his time. He's been waiting for years.
He has been waiting. This is the time.
Still not going to happen though. No.
Why not? Why not?
Because he plays offlane.
Yeah.
Yeah, but well, Centaur can work on the offlane as well. I mean, you get your items a little bit better yet. If you put Centaur on the safe lane by himself, he can go for an aggressive tri-lane. That would even
At
be
this
better.
point, I just want someone to pick Centaur so you stop pushing it.
Yeah.
Please.
No,
Just
pick
do it once.
Centaur.
Do it and lose. I beg you. All right?
What else
they're
is
gonna
on your
do it
agenda,
and
Shiva?
win.
Yeah, Sheever. Have you invested in Centaur stock? Are you trying to burst it up, man? You got a new Centaur set coming out?
You should actually support this Centaur movement
Why is that?
because it takes attention away from another hero's.
Oh, he's already screwed. Omni's already nerfed to hell. I get it.
He's already sold all.
I've
his
sold all
stocks.
Omni stocks. They're gone. All right, I've moved on to techies
Are you
and
back to the techie stock?
I'm back to Necro stock. He's gonna be huge.
Necro stock, huh?
Only one person can counter Centaur, and that's Dagon 5 Brown Boots Necro.
I
Anyway.
really hope I'm not going to run into that in my pubs.
Trust me.
Oh, actually, I do.
Yeah, please.
That's it.
Easy kill, easy money. We are going to load into the game really shortly, so we will get into our first game of the day. Vega Squadron Escape. Right off the bat, before we even see the draft, any initial thoughts on how you think this game is going to go?
I don't know. Either way, I'm super excited to see. I mean, Vega, as we said, they have to prove themselves in this tournament, and we have to kind of get a gauge on them. This will also tell us a lot about Escape. Was yesterday a fluke? Did they just stomp because they were doing well, or have they improved that much since TI? I mean, this is gonna be our not only our gatekeeper. This is gonna be our.
Or is everyone else just not as good as?
Could be.
Could be.
Yeah, could be.
What do you think?
A little bit of both. I think they've improved, and some teams have gotten worse. By some teams, I mean Liquid.
Damn, dude, take it easy.
They, Liquid were consistently like second or third in all the top tier tournaments, and they lose to, like 16th place sets.
Am I the only one in the world who thinks that VP just did outstanding yesterday?
No,
and
no,
maybe it
VP
won?
did very well.
Okay,
I was just
okay.
talking about those two
Well,
teams.
no,
yeah.
you were right, though. There's a lot of people that also said rather than VP doing well, they said just Liquid just did bad.
Hey, man. Sometimes you gotta hold the strats. Sometimes you take your best guy, say, hey, play this hero you suck at, and feed 6 times. Nobody cares. And then, you lull into a false sense of security. When I was in school, college, here's a tip for you kids. Always fail your first exam.
What?
Yeah.
What?
You're
Why?
terrible.
Always do it.
influence.
Because the professor, when you get any other grade, they're going to be like, wow, you really improved. You're working really hard. If you go from like an F to an A, they'll be like, wow, you're
No
so
one cares about the most improved award. It's
Yes,
like,
they do. If you're on the cusp of a B+ to an A and be like, Professor, remember I got like an F, like I was an idiot at the beginning. I worked really hard.
And what does that matter? What difference does that make?
It makes a huge difference. It shows
what?
that you improved when you really didn't improve. You were just a B student the whole time, but they think you worked really hard. That's what Liquid's doing.